Swing and a miss. Bowers missed the fastball up, and this game is over. And the Rays take game one of this series from the New York Yankees.
In this episode, we got some strange comments from the hitting coach, and we'll be taking your voicemails on Aaron Boone. I can't believe we have to keep talking about this guy's bonehead decisions day after day. Struck him out swinging high fastball. Welcome back, everybody. I am here with Pete. Frankie has the night off. He is training for his fight with Logan Paul. Pete, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
You know, I'm hanging in there. It's been a rough season so far, man. I'll tell you, it's draining watching this team. But hey, look, we got a lot to get to tonight, so I'm gonna get started right away. We got a voicemail here. This is on the subject of Dylan Lawson. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this for you, and then we'll talk about it.
I'm Aaron, and I read this article in The Athletic where the hitting coach is basically saying, I don't really care about where the batting is, and that batting is hard. And my immediate knee-jerk reaction to that is that you have to care on some level. I mean, I get this mentality where, like, sure, like, we just focus on winning games, but you're not winning games.
Yeah. Look, I contend there's a lot of things wrong with Dylan Lawson's statement, specifically two things I want to talk about, but I'm going to read the actual quote. He says, "We care about winning games. I don't really give a shit about where we rank in offensive stats." Interesting take from the hitting coach. "As long as we are scoring enough runs to win games," which, first of all, you're not. So two quick comments, and then, Pete, I want to hand it off because I know you got something to say. He says, essentially, he doesn't care about the stats. Statistics are a measurement of how good you are at hitting. It's math. It's your job to make people better at hitting. That's like saying you don't believe in the Dow Jones and you're a stock trader. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. Second comment, I'd like to contend that it is not his job to worry about whether or not we win or lose. That's Brian Cashman and Aaron Boone's job. His job is to maximize hot streaks and minimize cold streaks. That's what hitting coaches do. And that's all he should concern himself with. He doesn't need to worry about whether he wins or loses the game. He needs to worry about getting his men ready. Your thoughts?
I almost just have to laugh. I really do. It's just more on top and on top and on top. I read this, and the inner George Steinbrenner came out of me, and I said, fire him. Fire him. And I almost, it's almost like, you know, it's the first thing that comes to mind. And once again, the one thing I agree with what Michael Kay says, even though sometimes maybe he kind of goes against it, but I never like call for anybody's job. I hate, you know, life as hard as it is. You never want to see anybody, even if they're making millions of dollars, you don't want to see them lose their job. But you're the hitting coach of the New York Yankees. Explain to me where this makes sense. I'm thinking of it and saying it out loud. You would got to think at some point you go, wait. Let me rephrase that. I don't care about the offensive stats as long as we're scoring enough to win games, but you're not. You're not, Dylan. That's the point. I feel like you got to have the Arnold Schwarzenegger. Dylan, yeah. You're not. You're not scoring enough runs, my guy. Come on. What is with, and excuse me if I go off on a little itty bitty rant here, but what is going on with the New York Yankees and these comments that we get? It's unbelievable that this is the group that is running this club right now, and it shouldn't shock any of us that the Yankees are in a position they're in after hearing these guys talk. Brian Cashman at the end of the year. It's the process. Wins and losses don't matter. That's not depending on somebody's job. As long as they're following the process. Aaron Boone after games yesterday, for an example. Domingo Germán was amazing. Everything about him was great. We just going with the Ron there. What? What does that even mean? You should be saying why you took him out. He was unbelievable. Greatest game I've ever seen. We decided Ron should come in. Dylan Lawson now. I mean, the list is just growing and growing and growing of horrendous comments that this team continues to make.
Unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, just the fact that he is essentially saying he doesn't believe in metric by which hitting is judged. You don't score runs on exit velocity or barrel percentage. You score on fucking runs. Runs! Yeah. And to get runs, you got to get hits, you got to get walks, you got to get base runners. I swear to God, if the Yankees got no hit and they hit 27 hard ground balls at the shortstop, I think he would say, I think our guys did great today. I think they hit the ball hard. No, they had good at bats. Everybody was 3-2, but they lost the game 10-0. Hey, not my problem.
Yeah, I always go back to this. It's like that one time I was watching. Yes, I don't think I was calling the game that day, and Giancarlo Stanton hit a double play, grounded into it was like 112 miles off the bat.
Yeah,
and all they were talking about was, oh my God, he hit the ball so hard.
Yeah,
and I'm sitting there going, it was 2 outs. It's 2 outs. Who cares? Like, what are we doing? And you're so right on that. The Yankees would think that's a success. Think about how far the leadership council, so to say, has fallen on this club. That Aaron Boone could sit in front of people's face and after losing 15-2, go, we finished well.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
The Yankees are really good at coming back in the 9th inning to put up a couple of runs off the last man in the bullpen against a team that's kicking your ass. That's something the Yankees are awesome at. Another quick voicemail. This is on Hal.
Hey, Derek, Pete, Frankie. This is Damien. Just wanted to call in and chime on the Boone, the buffoon. I've said this before, even on Pete's channel, left a voicemail. This all begins with Hal, bottom line. Not that Hal's cheap, because it shouldn't take the amount of money that he spent to build a championship team. But Hal is a flawed businessman. He has broken the number one rule in business, and that's not to mix business with pleasure, and to continue to employ Brian Cashman is mixing business with pleasure.
100% agree.
Yeah, spot on.
I think, you don't necessarily have to get along with the people you work with. You just have to work well. Right. There's been lots of people that I've worked with that I just didn't like them, wouldn't like if they asked me to hang out, I'd turn them down or whatever. But you do good work together. But also there's a lot of my friends that I wouldn't want to work with because I know that they're just incompetent. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
And I got a feeling like, I don't know if Brian Cashman's incompetent. I don't think he's incompetent, but look, the man is not right for modern baseball, in my opinion. I mean, he's still operating on an early 2000s philosophy. I feel like that's kind of where he's at. He's just learning Moneyball. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I feel like we need an upgrade.
Yeah, he's like the old dad that wants to hang out in high school with the high schoolers. It's like, bro, come on, man. This isn't a good look for you. Analytics get a bad rap because of situations like this. Analytics are not bad. I tell this to people all the time because the analytic people want to come at, Pete, you just said, no. Pete does not hate analytics. I'll be the first one to tell you that. I've never changed on that tune. When analytics become a problem is when you got situations like the Yankees, when they get guys like IKF and they put him at shortstop and then they put him in center field. And all that means is we just need as much war as humanly possible on the club and we're going to get wins. That's playing a computer game, out of the park baseball. Yeah. That's what you're then playing. You're saying simulate it and let's see what we get. Baseball, there's a human element to this game that the Yankees have obviously forgotten. And I can explain to you why they've forgotten it. Listen to their quotes. That's all you got to do. There is no human element in their quotes. There's no accountability. And Yankee fans beg and plead for accountability. Yep. It's what we all want. I would not be ranting every night. I wouldn't be losing my voice every night if the Yankees simply came out there and said, hey, you know what? We didn't show up today. Let's be honest here. We did not show up. I'm tired of the Rasmussen was the greatest pitcher in the world. He was amazing. Well, we showed up in the 9th inning. Well, we're playing a little injured. The roof was open. This guy hit the ball 90 miles to left field. I don't know how it was a home run. It's the same nonsense. Just be accountable. This stuff isn't hard to fix the things that we're angry about. It really isn't.
I always get a kick out of when I think back on the playoffs last year, when it was 3-0, and the Yankees showed that clip of the Red Sox comeback, that's like showing Rocky the Apollo fight before he fought Drago. Look how good Drago was. Don't you want to be like that?
It's like showing somebody on that's going to court for friggin' a murder charge. Like, hey, here's how the electric chair works.
Yeah.
Just watch this guy's head explode. You know what I mean? It's like, you got no chance. You're done. It's insanity. It's crazy. But we're the nut jobs. We're the ones that, the Yankees are still a winning team. Take it easy. It's all comes down to accountability. It's what we all want. It's what we're all begging for. And I know, I don't want to jump too far ahead because the lineup came out today and Volpe dropped. I'm not sure if we're going to touch on that much, but even the comments today, with Aaron Boone, it's again, no accountability. Just sit there and go, I want to take a little pressure off this guy. Yeah. Anthony Volpe can handle it. He's shown he could. He's a very good ball player. We expect great things from him. I kind of like Bader at the number 1 spot or whatever. I don't know why Torres is there, but, my thing with that is he mentions immediately guys are getting healthier. Who? Yeah. Who's come back besides Bader? What are you talking about? Well, just be accountable.
Look at it this way. The team essentially is what you expected on opening day minus Giancarlo Stanton and having IKF in left field for whatever. I think fans would have threw a fit if IKF was in left field on opening day. But look, I don't know about Torres in the leadoff spot, but maybe he'll prove me on. I do like Bader in the leadoff spot. I know that the people will say he doesn't get on base enough, but I kind of like him seeing fastballs in front of Judge the way he's swinging the bat right now. LeMahieu has always been pretty good, but sixth. What's that?
IKF is hitting 6th.
Yeah, he's hitting ahead of Volpe, ahead of Cabrera. Cabrera needs to get going. I think we got interrupted last week by the technical difficulties when we were talking about him. He's a guy who's just got to find a way, man, or he's going to find his way either on the bench or back in the minor leagues.
No doubt about it. They need him to get going.
Whoops,
they definitely
wrong screen. Sorry, go ahead.
They definitely need him to get going. No doubt about it. They just need more consistency up and down the roster, the lineup. I don't know if moving Volpe is going to make a difference. I do believe he's been looking better. I know he hasn't got the results. And look, I'm the first guy to call somebody out when they're hitting under 200. Anthony Volpe's hitting under 200. Yeah. But there's been a lot of good, and let's be real here. It's not like the whole lineup is performing.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
So, going back to that metrics thing, I think metrics are a data point, and they should be treated like any other data point. I do like Anthony's metrics right now, but if you look at the eye test, it's too many ground balls, it's too many high fly balls. Would like to see him mix in some line drives for a while until he becomes a better hitter. Right now, he's just not a guy that you need swinging for the fences. Right now, we need him on the bases causing havoc. Wouldn't hurt to just see him, for a couple weeks, just say, hey, look, I'm just going to hit the ball hard on a line drive wherever I can and just try and reach base. Can
I ask you something real quick on that? What you just said? Would that be so bad for Aaron Boone to say what you just said?
Absolutely not. Yeah. So I think we brought this up that, Boone said essentially that everybody's getting healthy, but the truth is that Volpe's struggling. And just to be honest with the media and say, look, we moved him down because he's having a tough stretch. We want to take some pressure off of him. We're going to let him hit in the bottom third of the order and hopefully not have any pressure. Get a chance to look at the pitcher the first couple of innings.
Yep.
And then hopefully he'll get back in a groove. That's what he should have said.
Yeah. I don't think any Yankee fan will sit there and go, I got an issue with that. I really don't. I really don't.
Here's another, while we're on the topic, another voicemail, this one about Boone.
Hi, Derek. It's Joe. First time leaving a voicemail this season. Hope you're doing well. I just want to let you know that Aaron Boone has lost the clubhouse. He lost the fan base. The guy has to go. I don't understand why he keep taking Domingo Germán out after every start. He's dominating. I can't get over that Cleveland game still, where he took him out in the ninth inning. the dude just doesn't believe in his players. It's disgusting, and it's honestly very degrading.
I agree that he's lost the fan base. I mean, Pete, you know this. You and I interface with Yankee fans probably more than anyone on this planet. I mean, on a daily basis, there's nobody who's interacting with as many Yankees fans as we are. And we have access to their unvarnished thoughts. And it's clear to me anyway, and that's why the name of this broadcast is what it is. It's clear to me that he has lost the fan base. Now, I'm not inside the clubhouse, but I kind of suspect, you know, when the same kind of moves happen over and over again, like going to homes in tough situations and you know, pulling guys too early. As a player, you start to recognize when your manager is costing you games. Thoughts?
Yeah. Excuse me. When it comes to the fan base, no doubt about it. I mean, you can go. I remember back in 2018, 2019, you could put a tweet out there or talk about something. You have a lot of people. Hey, man, you know, let's give him a little more time. I get it. You know, he's still new to managing. Now, I mean, now it's like everybody's on par. Yeah, I think enough is enough. To be fair, too, I think at the end of last year, everybody was like, I'm done with Boone. Like, we're done with him. The whole debacle in the postseason was the oddest thing I've ever seen. It was the oddest thing I've ever seen. Very rarely do you get to witness that the communication in the clubhouse is bad. You don't see that often in Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
You don't see a pitcher come out and go, guys, go ask the manager. You don't hear a relief pitcher going, I mean, I told him I was healthy. I was ready to go. I was good for the game. And then the manager goes, no, he wasn't. You don't see that in Major League Baseball. You don't see that Harrison Bader goes, I had no idea I was leading off. And then Boone just comes out and goes, well, everybody gets a lineup card. He should have knew. I mean, there's obviously something missing in this organization. No doubt about it. No matter how you see it. And guys, I go back and I'll say it again and again and again. And I've even gotten a back and forth with Eric Kratz about this. We're going to have another one soon. We're going to have a back and forth on it. There is obviously disconnect in this clubhouse. And the way this team, I don't know, Derek, I don't know if you saw this yesterday. I'm unfortunately going to have to shout out the Tampa Bay Rays here. The Rays are up 8-0. Randy Arozarena rolls over on a ground ball and almost beats it out to first base.
Yeah.
Gleyber Torres hits a slow ground to the second and is looking down.
Yeah.
And gets thrown out by 25 feet. And nothing happens. Nobody cares. It's natural. It's normal for this team.
When we say accountability, that's what we mean. And it's not just it's not just the management like benching somebody if they don't hustle, but it's the management and the organization creating an environment where the players will police themselves and they'll understand the right way to do it implicitly.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That's all I ask. You don't got to bench every day. You don't got to bash them. No, none of that has to happen. But the fact of the matter is a fan to sit back and go, oh man, he probably ain't going to play tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you wouldn't know it. But with these Yankees, like Gleyber's been doing this forever. This is now the culture. It's okay. Excuses are fine. And I said it when they were doing the excuses. I said, excuses lead to failure of a club because now you have a reason of why you lost. Not just the other team played better. Not just because you weren't as good. There was excuses of why you lost. And the Yankees are taking full advantage of that.
Too many excuses. I got one more. I don't know what this one is about.
Hi, Derek. This is Connor from New Jersey. Like everybody else is saying, Boone definitely has to go.
Makes sense.
He always makes moves at the wrong time, and it's just so frustrating. Being a Yankee fan since basically I was born into it, and this is not the way this Yankees organization should be run.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it like a corporation, you know, they like to talk about themselves as they're this big corporation, the evil empire, this yada, yada, yada. Every major corporation that I've been in has had excellent communication and put an emphasis on communication throughout. To me, you know, we've talked about their communication issues ad nauseum. And I just see too many guys pulling in too many different directions. I just don't see like a one team, one mission kind of feel right now.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. And touch a little bit on the pulling guys early from games and then the bullpen coming in. I definitely want to talk about this briefly. When Garrett Cole gave that game away, I was on Game Season Live and I told everybody, I said, guys, look, I'm actually okay with this. And people were like, yeah, but he was getting beat. I said, but look, at times you have to depend on your starters. It's his
He got
ball game.
baseballed. He got baseballed.
He got baseballed. It happens, guys. That stuff you could sit there and go, I mean, this does happen. Not every move is going to work. And we know that. Here's my thing with Domingo Germán that is really, really irking me. Would you agree with me, Derek, that Domingo Germán has probably been the Yankees' second best pitcher so far this year? If not third, obviously.
Well, Nestor has had some really good stretches until he got sick.
Yeah.
I'd say probably Cole, Nestor, and then Domingo.
And then Domingo. So Domingo's still up there as your top three.
Yeah, top three.
No doubt about it. At some point as the manager of the club, don't you got to sit back and go, this pen is going to be toast by August. If this guy's at 88 pitches, he's not losing the game. He's actually indeed right in the game. They're right there.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, you have to show faith in your starting pitcher. And you got to just say, hey, I can go to the media afterwards and go, hey, guys, look, I thought he looked fantastic. If he gave up that home run, they're winning 3-0, 2-0, then you go to your pen. I got to ride with my starters every now and then. This guy's been fantastic for us.
Yeah. That's
why I made that decision. I'm not even going to sit at that and go, come on. It was all yesterday was bad. And I said, you brought Abreu in a 5-0 game, then a Weber to make it 8-0.
Yeah.
This was basically telling the Rays, hey, look, if you guys take a big lead, a decent-sized lead, we're done.
They mailed it in.
We've mailed it in. It's over. We'll wait to see what happens down the line. But to me, that's not baseball. I don't want a manager and a team that goes, we're done. We give up. No problem. You never know what could happen in baseball.
That doesn't inspire your offense to come back very much either. When you put in, you're waving the white. If it was the 9th inning and it was 8-0, or even the 8th inning and it's 8-0,
of course.
It's like, okay, you want to go to Abreu, but don't go to Abreu in the 6th inning or whatever it was.
Yeah,
I mean,
in the 7th, he went to Abreu, and then Abreu gave up 1 run, and then after that, it was like, he made it 5-0, and then he goes to Weber, and Weber guys throwing 75-mile-an-hour fastballs. What do you think is going to happen?
Good high school team.
What do you think was going to happen? I'm like,
let me ask you this.
God.
What's up with the Yankees not hitting any doubles? I see every game, the other team's just hitting doubles all over the ballpark like a freaking pinball machine. Yankees never hit doubles, ever.
Look at the lineup. I mean, look at the batting averages up and down this lineup. True. I don't think many people's even stinging the ball. Yeah. I mean, it's scary. And another thing, too, I'm going to throw this out there. Aaron Judge isn't healthy. Let's look at this guy swing this bat. Aaron Judge is not healthy. And I don't know if the Yankees just simply say, hey, we got to ride it out. Will you let you play baseball? But even the other day, I forgot, he got that double, and he gets up and he's grimacing. He's grimacing visibly.
I did notice the grimace. I don't know if he's necessarily, I don't think he's hurting that bad. I mean, I think everybody's probably a little banged up after, 30 baseball games. But you would think after having some time off, he'd be feeling better.
The swing just doesn't look right to me. The swing looks like he's limiting a little bit, like he's not taking a full hack.
He's not exploding through his hips.
He's not exploding,
maybe he's protecting that hip.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, the good thing about Judge is he's strong enough that if he just wants to wait back and take the ball to right field, he's strong enough to do that. And that might be something that we see. But it also could be a timing thing. It's hard to explode. It's hard to explode through the ball when you're late. And I do feel like
batting stance, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That batting stance is different. He's more open. And that's why guys are striking him out on the outside pitch again. He can't get to it quick enough.
Yep. Little things. Baseball's a game of inches. Any final thoughts tonight? What are you expecting from Garrett?
Oh man. Tonight they have to win. A loss tonight will be a heartbreaker. Truly.
Yeah.
Cole on the mound, bullpen game for the Rays. I think the guy starting Kelly has like a 9 ERA or something like that. So
yeah.
The Yankees need to go out there, score some runs today. They got to have Garrett Cole give him at least 7 innings and at least, 2 runs, 7 innings at most. And that might be concerning, to be honest.
Yeah.
But if the Yankees drop this one today, I'm not confident at all that they win the next 2 to even split. I said that was the worst case scenario, is a split for the Yankees. Worst case / best case for them would be that they leave only losing 2 games here. But I'm very concerned with this team, man. People got excited with the A series, and I think people are recognizing just how bad the A's really are.
Yeah.
They're facing the Rays now, a different ball club. We'll see what happens. Cole just has to dominate. The offense got to scratch some runs through. That's it.
Yeah. Looks like Kelly has a 9 ERA, so a run an inning. You know, it would be beautiful. It would be absolutely beautiful to jump out to like a 5-0 first inning lead,
my
just to
God,
take
be
the
amazing.
stress off. We need one of
Amazing.
those. We need one of those 18-1 kind
Yes.
of routes. You know what I mean? This
Yes.
team needs that against a
They
good
need a
team.
laugher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to
They
take
need a
the,
laugher against a good team.
I think last year the phrase that Michael K used was open the pressure valve. I like that. Just kind of let some steam out.
Loosen it up. Let the steam out, loosen it up, have a little relaxing day, and go from there. But under no circumstance, the Yankees got to be going to this one thinking that they can't drop this game. And there again lies my concern with this club. Is that right there? Is that are they really serious about we really got to win this game today?
Yeah. Chrissy with the great comment says, Anthony Volpe, a spectacular Opie.
Anthony Volpe, a spectacular OG.
Oh, my God.
Pete Simonetti, NYY News TV. I'll let you go, man. I know you got to call tonight's game. Thanks to everybody for watching.
Sir.
I'll be back after the game. And then also Sunday on Pete's channel, 7 o'clock every Sunday. I don't think we missed one yet.
Yeah.
Designated Spittis. All right, guys. I will see you after the game.
Adios.
Hey, everybody. That's a wrap for today's episode.
Appreciate it, man.
Thanks so much for watching and listening to the podcast. We appreciate your support. And we've got a few ways that you can help us continue to grow. First off, you know this. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps other passionate fans like you discover us and join the conversation. If you're active on social media, give us a follow on Twitter at NYY Recaps Derek and Instagram at NYY Recaps for in-game and post-game content. And if you want to take your support a step further, consider becoming a member to get your name featured in lights on each post-game show. And I try and put out occasional members-only videos. We're going to be doing more of that soon because we've got a significant amount of members now. And for all you Yankees fans out there, visit NYYRecaps.shop to snag some awesome merch for your favorite players. We've got hats, hoodies, mugs, coasters, artwork, you name it. Thanks again for tuning in. And if you want more content from Derek, that's me, the creator of this channel, check out my other channel, STREAMSKI. It's got content on things like UFOs, paranormal activity, all that kind of fun stuff. So check it out. I'll see you next time.
Ball game over.
Most impressive.